A feeling is an idea with roots.
Just what makes that little old ant think he'll move that rubber tree plant? Anyone knows an ant can't move a rubber tree plant, but he's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. He's got high apple pie in the sky hopes. So anytime you're getting low, instead of letting go, just remember that ant. Oops, there goes another rubber tree plant.
Howdy, hey, everybody. That was the weirdest intro I think I've ever had on High Hopes, the self-improvement show that your family wouldn't suggest. As always, I am your host, Cameron. So lovely to have you here in the Dungeon of Doom. Also here in the Dungeon of Doom tonight. We have Devin the Dev. Devin, how the hell are you?
I'm doing good
He's
and
doing
loud.
so good. Loud and good. Loud and good is what I like. Allison, you've got to move, sister. Also here in the Dungeon of Doom, off camera, once again, so sorry, we've got Brian. Brian, how the hell are you?
I'm good.
He's good, everybody.
Yep.
Anyone want a free dog? He's being naughty. Ooh.
You want to read yours again?
Also, what?
Read that one? No.
Read this.
Yeah.
A feeling is an idea with roots. Yeah, so insightful. Also here in the Dungeon of Doom, I see one fur demon. Do I see two? Just one fur demon. Allison, how are you? Thank you, Allison. Thanks for joining us here. My fur demons here in the Dungeon of Doom. Earlier, if you guys were here watching, we had Tiny Human and Bam. They're also here in the Dungeon of Doom somewhere. Oscar, the fur demon, is also here somewhere in the Dungeon of Doom. I don't know where he disappeared to, but he's still here, I promise. Also, hanging out in chat, as always, Perry. Perry. I don't know what to do with you, Perry. I love you and I hate you all at the same time. If you'd like to chat with Perry, he's got lots of things to say. They might sound a little redundant to last time, but you guys don't know that. It's been so long since we've done a show. So much has happened. Brian, are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good? You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are very... Yeah. Nothing's coming out of there?
No.
Well, that's terrifying. But I can assume everyone can hear us because I'm not seeing a bunch of crazy shit in chat.
Yeah.
So it's just us. Okay.
Anyways, guys, Dungeon of Doom, Fur Demons are here. The people are here. You're here. The show couldn't be better. We didn't do a show last week, and I have a written statement I would like to now read.
Okay. I'd never get told about anything, so. Oh, my goodness.
Friends, streamers, demons hiding in the darkness, lend me your ears. As many of you know, we didn't do a show last week, and I am sorry for that. This Friday, I have a perennial abscess to be removed. It first formed back in May. It would hurt then for a couple of days, and then disappear for about a month. Well, 2 Sundays ago, it grew to the size of a golf ball, then exploded. At this time, I decided 2 things. 1, I needed to Google, how much blood do you need to lose before you pass out? 2nd, I need to go to a hospital tomorrow. A doctor then sent me to a surgeon, who then set me up with the soonest appointment after I told him that it had been slowly draining out of my body for the last 3 days straight. The doctor then told me the following. This surgery, at the worst, could leave me with complete inability to choose when I poop.
Oh, my God.
I'm
Sorry.
not kidding.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
I'm not kidding. That is the worst that could happen this Friday. At best, I have a cool scar just south of my testicles. If the surgery goes well, it's only a couple minutes. They slice me open, they put me under completely, and they let all the grossness come out of me with various suction nastiness. And then they, it doesn't sound like they stitched me up for this. Based on the area, stitches would not be a very smart idea. So I'd basically just have to wave my boys until it heals on its own.
You
The
had spread
incision-
eagle the
Yep.
whole time.
for the entire weekend, basically. So at the worst, this Friday, I may just consistently poop for the rest of my life.
Nice.
Nice. Very, very small chance, but you never know. Loyal is hoping for glue. One of these days, I'm gonna find you and smack the shit out of you. What happened? Did I miss something?
What?
I don't know. So Loyal's gonna beat me with a stick, apparently. But I love you, Loyal. And my butthole apologizes for not doing a show last week. However, some good news out of all of this. After I come out of surgery, and I am very, very loopy, given that I am coherent enough to reach out to Brian, Brian is then going to come over to my apartment, which will be empty, and he's going to hang out with me for a little bit. Because then we are going to stream live to you guys. And I'm going to have Brian ask me very basic questions. And depending on my level of coherency, it'll either be funny or severely sad.
Wait. Good. Wait. When is this?
I go into surgery Friday.
Okay. What time?
Surgery starts at 1. I should be home by 3.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Can I write questions?
Sure, if you'd like to write the questions, feel free.
Brian, you want to get together and write some questions?
If you do ! Discord,
I have no
join
questions.
the Discord, write down some
You have
questions,
no questions?
send them in. Hey, hush, everybody. Discord, follow the Discord, send in your questions. Brian will then ask me those questions on Friday, given that I'm coherent enough to tell him that I am out of surgery and on my way home. Mi madre is driving me home on Friday, and it should be a very exciting weekend. I have all of Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and maybe even Monday off if I so choose. So it'll be very, very interesting. I hope you guys will enjoy the Friday stream. Hopefully it's not a sad Friday stream where I say, I'm pooping all
that's
the time
good.
now.
No, that might be really good.
Might
though.
be
Yep.
good.
That
I
might
like
be
that.
really good, though.
I feel like, though, if it goes that direction, though, the surgery will be longer.
I want you to have so many drugs, Cameron.
So many
I want
drugs.
you to be
Oh
so
my God.
supported.
So heavily supported from pain. And I
And-
know you guys will all stick around. By the way, I want everyone to know, during that little speech, we lost so many viewers.
Good.
Do we really?
We had about 10 when we started, according to
Holy
my
shit.
dashboard, and now we have 2.
Oh, that's good.
Is that real though? Because I feel
Butt
like
diseases. Well, no, we're all watching, so it's a clearly wrong number. Because you're in the chat. Are you in the chat?
yeah. Oh well.
Okay, well, he's not in the chat, but I know Loyal's still there. See, yeah, so the number's clearly wrong. It says 2, but there's clearly more of you out there. But guys, that's what's happening to me this week. I'm staying in very high spirits as I sip my monkey shoulder.
Monkey shoulder.
Delicious.
Monkey shoulder. Okay.
I'm not supposed to be drinking because I am on antibiotics right now to help with the swelling. I have not been in pain since last Wednesday when they last cut me open and let a little more go out of me. And I've been feeling pretty good ever since then, thanks to antibiotics, very slight pain meds, and the scotch that I just started drinking.
Good.
So I've been in pretty high spirits. I'm not too worried.
Well, what was the chances of the worst case scenario where it's they're like, I have to mention this because this could happen?
technically,
Or were they like-
I'm already an oddity.
Really?
These are the perennial abscess is fairly common already. The size of mine, not that a doctor ever saw it, but the size of mine that I reported it as and what came out of me is a little on the larger side of dangerous.
You're fucking hung
So-
with your diseases is what you're saying.
So if it were to get that big again before my surgery, I would probably have to go to the ER and have them do it immediately.
Right, but you don't feel like that's what's going on?
No, I don't think it'll happen again. I think at the size that it is at now, which is basically the size that it's been all summer, is how it's going to stay till Friday.
It's very intimate stuff. I thank you for sharing.
Yeah, of course.
How big is it?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now. Okay, see this plastic bit right here?
Yeah.
Think that entire plastic
Yeah.
bit and also like actually that exact size. Let's cut this tip off and that tip off. That's exactly what it looks like just beneath my skin.
Wait. Oh, it's that shape?
Yeah, that shape even.
Oh.
Wow.
Technically they
okay.
call them tunnels.
Yeah.
So what happens is that it goes through a tunnel, quote, quote, and can go either if it goes deep into my body, that's where it becomes dangerous. Because what will happen, especially since it's already in that area, an abscess can be almost anywhere, but since mine is a perennial abscess, that explains the area of the just below the boys and just next to the butthole
The taint.
area. The taint, which, by the way, doctors have no idea what you say when you say you have a thing on your taint. They're like, a what? my taint. Apparently, that's an Urban Dictionary.
They didn't know
thing.
it
They
that-
were- no, I had
Taint's not a.
Come
Come
about
on.
yeah, taint's not a real word.
That's
Apparently,
a bad doctor.
That's
then.
an Urban Dictionary word.
No, I really don't think that's a real word. Yeah,
No,
you might
but
be right.
I feel like
But
most people know what that
It's-
word means
I thought
generally.
so too. Every time
Yeah.
I said it to at least a dozen people. I was like, I've got a thing on my taint. They're like, what is a taint? Doctors and nurses don't know, but
What is it?
a taint?
Yeah, but
place
what's the
between
right word
your-
for it?
A
Your-
perineum.
Your
Perineum.
reproductive junk and your pooper.
Okay.
That's the taint.
The skin between it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Perineum.
There's
Right, yeah. Legally, they do have to mention the word.
the perineum.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's the perineum and
The
leg-
perineum is where the abscess currently is.
Oh.
So if it could, but an abscess could show up almost anywhere. Just because it's in that area, it could tunnel to my sphincter. And if it tunnels up along my sphincter, and they have to cut the abscess off my sphincter, they could permanently damage the muscle, which then makes me just poop whenever.
Maybe you
Worst
get like a
case
tube
scenario.
situation
Yeah.
going.
Absolute
It's
worst.
not-
Case scenario. It's
Yeah,
not very
it's not
likely.
gonna. Yeah.
Because if it were on that muscle right now, I would fucking know. They were like, you would be in
You'd
so
be
much
pooping,
pain.
yeah.
You wouldn't. No, I would actually
And it would
probably
be
not
horrible,
be pooping.
right.
Actually, I wouldn't be able to sit on the fucking brick like I am now for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Why
as
didn't-
far as I know, is not touching my sphincter. And taint. Learn to pronounce noun a trace of a bad or undesirable quality or substance.
Oh, taint.
Actually-
to taint something.
Oh, two taints.
Tainted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
Whatever.
anyway, whatever. Science and words and stuff. It's a word, just not the definition you're using it for. Fair enough, Loyal. Fair enough. So anyway, so that's what's been going on. Very, very interesting stuff. I know. So cool.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and fight and say that's a part of the popular click wheel. So I'm gonna go ahead and say,
would've-
fuck the dictionary, bitches.
I would have.
Although-
decided.
I'm rooting for the best for you, man. I hope we do the show no matter what, even if it's got to be on a bucket. You know,
Yep.
we'll do it.
We'll do a show from the bucket. So guys, I figured now that we've gotten the awkward stuff out of the way, we could actually start the show now. How
I was
about
just
that?
getting comfortable with it.
You were just
but-
getting comfortable with it. I was thinking about posting some after photos. I think that would be good. You think people would like that?
Yeah. Yes.
I
Good.
think people would love that.
I think they would.
I think people would be like, "Yeah, let's see some after photos." For sure, we've lost Z Swigs and Chris the Rooster at this point. You think? Because Seth would have been demanding nudes. I feel.
Yeah,
like.
right. Holy
Yeah.
shit, they haven't said anything.
Yeah, they
Maybe
for sure
you
left.
got real serious and they're like, "Do we fuck with Cameron when he gets real serious, or do we not?"
No, it's good. It's good. I'm laughing about it.
Okay, good, because I am also.
So, guys, I think it's time to move on with the show. Let's talk about everyone's favorite segment, yours and mine, music. Brian, hit me with a beat.
Music.
Alrighty, this week in music, I've actually, I guess I can just say I've been kicking it old school. I've been listening to a lot of Queen, a lot of old Avenged Sevenfold because I like bad things.
Good.
I've
Good.
also been listening to ska music because I like bad things.
No, ska music is good. It's not bad.
Who is a popular ska? Because I know ska, but I don't really feel like I actually. If somebody played it, I don't know if I would know what it is.
Like,
Is it reggae? What is it?
No, it's God damn it. Well,
You can't
I've-
skip this hat.
I
It's
can't
head
even
right
get out of the
immediately.
app, apparently. Jesus Christ. Okay. I was gonna say like 311, but that's not ska. There are some really famous examples that I listen to pretty regularly, and I can't think of their band names, but they were popular like in the early 2000s and 90s. Nobody's making ska music now, but it's basically
Right.
like light rock mixed with trumpet solo.
Oh, I was really wrong.
Yeah.
Wait, I know there's a dance associated with it, like some dances.
I don't know.
Good.
Probably.
Are you talking
Basically-
like Real Big Fish?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Real Big Fish would be good ska music. Yeah.
Relevant.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure all the.
But
you
no, I know.
younger
I want to
viewers
know
will get
about it.
that.
I like like subgenres and stuff like that. That's interesting to me, for sure. But especially in like death metal and stuff like that.
I What else have I been listening to? Now that you mentioned death metal, I actually was listening to some Viking metal this last week.
I don't know what that is.
I don't want to say anything about it because anybody who's a fan is like,
Viking-
what are you talking about
Yeah.
specifically?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's not Viking metal. That's whoa, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, my bad.
it's like black metal or
Yeah, exactly.
Norwegian metal or
That's-
death metal.
I searched Viking metal, and this is what popped up. So that's what I was listening.
I'm
to.
sure you got it.
Yeah,
Good.
good. So anyway, that's what I've been listening to music. Devin, how about you?
I was just listening to Tribe Called Quest, Space Program. Their last album
Yeah,
was fucking dope. It came out like 2 years ago.
yeah.
They did a hiatus forever, but then they dropped this album. They're like, by the way, still fucking the best. And then they
Yeah.
did
No,
some really great stuff.
they had like a ton of songs on radio even.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
people
they
that
literally
wanted-
dropped their album after so long.
Yep.
People literally, I think what the thing was with them is like millennials and including me probably. It's like they were like Tribe Called Quest drops an album and they're like, who's that? And they looked at the history and they're like, there's some people who respect these people and they're
Yeah.
like, I listen to them now.
Yeah, exactly.
And then but they're good. They are good.
Yeah.
And I did listen to a few of them because I like watched VH1 a lot when I was younger, and so
Ah,
I got a
good
lot
days.
of old YouTube or old music videos and shit.
Mhm.
So I love that stuff.
What's a popular song, if you can remember?
Names
I've heard
of
them.
them.
I just don't know if I know their stuff.
The Space Program is one that came out most recently, but the rapper is called Q-Tip, and then I don't remember the other guy's name. I am a poser. I am looking it up right now. They are awesome, but they're just
Brian, I'll skip to you
Yeah,
while he's
go
looking
ahead.
that up. You went to Dallas this last weekend,
Yeah.
and you got to see a pretty stellar music festival.
Yeah, I went to the Crossroads Festival. It was really cool. So the Crossroads Festival is held by Eric Clapton. He generally did it about every 4 years. He
yeah.
stopped touring, so he took a longer break this time. But it's basically a bunch of guitar players. You know, there's a lot of blues, there's a lot of rock stuff. It was great. I made a list of people for anyone you might know. There was
Yeah,
Eric
yeah.
Clapton, Buddy Guy who was 84 years old.
yeah, no man.
He acted like it at times too, but he was still good.
You still gotta have them.
John Mayer was there. He's
Yeah,
pretty good at guitar.
Of course. No,
it's just so
yeah.
weird to hear a bunch of blues and then hear just like.
He's
you know.
he's liked by anybody, like any celebrity who personally meets him. I think
Yeah.
he's an easily hateable guy on
Yeah.
camera, but like then you see a bunch of awesome people hanging around him.
He's like one of those. He's a nice guy, but you want to call him a douche. You know?
He's good at guitar.
He
though.
said some douchey things
Yeah.
in his
Yeah.
past,
Mhm.
for sure, but kind of
Um,
drunk things mostly.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Robert Cray, Kev Mo, Gary Clark Jr.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Gary Clark Jr. was there.
He was really good.
So
And-
sad we missed him when he was in KC.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's awesome. So you just went down there for just that?
Oh, and Bill Murray hosted.
Oh,
Bill Murray
hosted.
hosted?
Yeah.
Bill Murray hosted.
He basically kind of just made fun of the person that would come up and then he would leave.
I love it.
Fuck
Yep.
yeah!
Fuck
I meant
yeah, Bill Murray.
Yep. It's
Put that on a shirt. Probably already is.
I have a signature by Bill Murray's brother. I forgot what his name is.
It's just some drunk homeless guy went up to Devin when he was like 5.
No.
I'm Bill Murray's
No,
brother.
Bill
Yeah.
Murray's brother.
Oh, cool.
He's the mayor.
Ghostbusters.
He's the mayor in Groundhog's Day.
Oh,
He's,
is he
really?
he's in Caddyshack.
That's
He's not a small actor.
Okay.
Bill or no, what's the fuck his name?
Murray.
No, fuck, what's his
Billiam?
name? Brian Murray.
Brian Murray, the little
Awesome.
lesser known Brian Murray.
I like that.
Yeah, and
No,
I
that's
have it.
cool.
And you know why I have his signature?
No, why?
Since they probably can't connect to this shit, it was a receipt he had because I worked at the restaurant. Right? I took his
Oh,
fucking
okay.
instead of getting the
Good.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it was good shit.
I like
Did
that.
he tip well?
Oh fuck yeah!
Awesome.
It was actually somebody else's tip, but I
Oh,
took
good. You
it.
snack. Yeah.
This was
good.
really illegal. I'm pretty sure.
We work for the CIA. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Allison, what is on your belly?
But that's music. Can you kick it? Yes,
Can
you
you
can.
kick it? Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
kick
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. That's the most popular, but it's good, solid bars.
Yeah, man. I know people really like
Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest. Wait, what is
They're
it?
just Tribe Called Quest. A Tribe
Yeah,
Called
yeah,
Quest.
okay. I didn't want to mess it up like an idiot.
Yeah, they're kind of the '90s woke rappers. So there's like
They're a big
gangster
deal, though.
rappers who like they'll fucking kill you, and then there's like
Hey, Brian, can you do me a
we're
favor?
cool.
Kill that fan.
Kill it, you say?
Kill it. I need you to kill it.
I
Well,
get
I
up
gotta
and I
go
kick
murder you,
You
things.
man.
stay right there. I need Brian to go kill it. Apparently, it's putting the fans to sleep.
Is it really? Maybe that's good. You can just watch it while you sleep, but
You're
just make
now in our capture.
make sure your monitor stays on so we get the view.
The view. No, Brian, there's a switch on the wall.
Yeah, don't turn off the light.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Our fucking assistants, man.
Yeah. No, like I mean that light doesn't really illuminate our faces. Anyway. So yeah, music. Good stuff, everybody. Brian, it's time for our next segment. Everyone's favorite, yours and mine. But especially Brian's favorite segment, and apparently listener supported this week.
good.
News.
News,
Give me a
news,
song.
News.
News first. Okay.
news. That was bad. It was just bad. I started off with an idea, and it was...
Yep, and we threw things out. You're right, Devin. We did go out of order. Normally we would do movies next.
Yeah, I know.
But movies is something special this week, and we're going to be talking about it a little extra longer. And you know what? Actually, you need to message Acid Cat right now because I've not seen her ass in chat yet. And this week we're talking about a movie she suggested for weeks.
They are moving. They didn't do their show because they're doing movies.
They're not
so.
moving right now. They're just getting ready to pack.
Okay.
So you tell her to watch.
I'm on it.
So anyways, we're going to do news.
Okay.
Brian, do your segment and message Acid Cat
Okay.
now.
So I have 3
I
stories,
can't wait.
and
What
you
is
need
happening?
to pick the one that is not true.
Right. So 3 stories. One of them is a fake
What did we
story.
decide last time? This was 2 weeks ago, but what was the name that we decided to help?
They were
No.
all dumb. They
No.
were all dumb.
Oh.
This one is not true. Should be the name.
Okay.
So, guys, how this works, Brian's going to tell you 3 news stories. One of them is a fat lie. You need to find the fat lie. It's that simple. Hey, Acid is here.
Woo!
So glad you're
Oh,
here.
she did it?
She's here.
Oh, I was just about to.
Where's
Oh,
Brian?
thank goodness.
Brian,
I didn't
you
have to
already missed him.
message.
Brian already left. He's gone for the day. You missed the beginning of the show, the awesome, cool thing.
Yep.
I
you
told
missed
you
it.
about it. You missed it.
Yeah.
We'll do it again later, maybe.
It's time for news.
It's time for news. Brian, hit me with it. First
Okay.
story.
The first story. In Illinois, I don't know where they stood on this line, but a state representative was talking about a spot where pigeons pooped a lot. And this was televised.
Televised
And while he was talking
pigeon
about
pooping.
it, a pigeon pooped on his head.
That's fantastic.
He was talking about it. Also, like, there was a spot. It was at a bus station that he was talking at, and people call it the pigeon poop station. Sounds like something an old person would say, I know, but I liked it. So I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, so story number 1. A man was complaining, a representative of something was complaining about pigeons pooping in an area, and then a pigeon pooped on him.
Yeah. Sounds like a Facebook story, doesn't it? Something you'd read and be like, wow, this is dumb. Number 2.
Number 2, hit us with it.
Let me find number 2.
Oh my God, he's failing already.
Ooh,
Should we fire him?
Yeah.
You
Let's fire
could.
him.
I mean,
You made me do things out of order. I can't handle it. Number 2. A 5-year-old boy named Trey Barber. And I feel it's relevant to say that he is the son of Tiki Barber. If you're familiar, Tiki Barber played for the NFL. He was very good, and I believe he played for the Giants.
Oh, yeah,
he's
the
either
Giants.
safety
Oh, yeah,
or
Tiki
a
Barber.
cornerback. If someone else knows, tell me. 5-year-old has been offered a scholarship to play football at University of Boise State.
Thank you, Cameron. I'll take note.
Dang it. I've been drinking. I'm on antibiotics. I'm sorry.
And then the last story was
Oh, right.
in
number 2.
Vancouver. They have created 2 mascots to help people distinguish what they should and should not flush down the toilet.
Oh, my God.
These
What
2
company is this?
mascots, just Vancouver, the city of Vancouver.
The city of Vancouver.
And so apparently they've had problems with, having to shut things down, clear out pipes. But the 2 mascots are a walking piece of poop and a droplet of pee.
Really?
And they are named Poo and Pee.
Oh, my God. This one, okay,
Wow.
so we've got the mascots for number 3. Once again, number 1 was
There was
the pigeon poop.
Talked about
number
pigeon poop, got
number
pooped
2
on by
was the
pigeon.
5-year-old who got a scholarship because his dad is famous. And number 3, mascots in Vancouver called Pee and Poop. These are pretty absurd. I think number 3 is the most absurd, personally. But chat, this is your chance. Vote 1, 2, or 3. Tell us which one is the big fat lie. 3 is the fake, says Loyal. Devin, which one do you think is the fake?
I'm gonna do 3 as the fake too.
3 is the fake. Okay, looks like Acid says 2 is the fake. Hell Knight says 3 is the fake. Looks like chat so far is choosing 3 as the fake. If there's a lot of pigeons in an area and you get pooped on, that seems like pretty likely, right? That one seems like it could be real. I could believe that. 5-year-old getting a scholarship to what school?
Boise State.
Boise State. Fucking nothing's going on at Boise State. They're doing that. I believe it.
That's true. It's like publicity.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's just a way to get people in. Yeah, nobody gives a hoot about a 5-year-old. It's a slow news day. Exactly. Number 3, the pee and poop mascot in Vancouver. My problem with that one is it's Canadians.
Oh,
Yep.
mine was how do you manifest pee?
Canadians.
Drop a P.
I believe
just
the
pee on the
Canadians
ground?
would do that.
Yeah.
So far it looks like chat is going with 3 is the fake. You guys think that the mascots is BS. And
3.
Devin is going with 3 as well.
Yeah. Dead air.
You know what? I got to give myself a chance. I'm going to go with 3. Because the only reason I'm going for 3 is because it feels like a damned if I do, damned if I don't. Either we're all wrong or we're all right at this point. And I've got a goose egg. I've had a big 0 the last several times we've done
Yeah.
this.
That's true.
That's fair.
And I am here to get some points.
Yeah, you might as well watch the winners.
So,
The correct answer.
Brian, hit me with it.
Correct answer is number 2.
Oh, and yes, Loyal's right. There is a Vancouver, Washington.
It was
Did you say Vancouver, Washington?
no.
You just said Vancouver?
What the
Yes.
fuck, Brian? What kind of reporting is this?
To be honest, I didn't really look.
Wow.
I could tell you, I was flustered. Okay, we were out of order. I was flustered.
Acid, I don't know what's wrong with my bot. It just hates you all of a sudden.
What did you do?
Wow.
What did you do? There's no caps locks thing. You should be able to do caps lock.
Huh.
Fucking Perry, god damn it.
You
Mm.
binary bitch.
You
Look at this.
You binary bitch.
Nobody got it correct.
So
I
what-
finally
The
achieved what
lie
I
was number 2?
Yes.
All right, so I don't feel so bad. We all lose today, chat, Devin.
It's been a bad
Scotch.
couple last times for me.
Yeah,
3
what's
last
our
time.
rankings right now?
So
Coming in last,
Chat.
right there.
has 6. Devin has 4, and Cameron is coming in with a whopping 0.
No, sorry.
Someday.
Loyal, it doesn't matter that Acid said 2. We put all your votes together. More
Yep.
people said 3. So
Yes.
chat picked 3.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
democracy. Kind of hurt us
Yeah.
all a couple of years ago.
Oh. Oh yes.
Yes. I feel like that's more depressing than my butt story. Jesus, what a downer, Devin.
I'm sorry.
Can we go talking about my butt disease?
I really could though, if you wanted to.
No. Later. We'll do it Friday.
I won't be able to.
No,
I'm
you'll
so
be fine.
sad.
You're a developer for the CIA. Just develop a way they can't look at your screen while you watch the live stream.
Oh shit! I should. I really should.
That'd be a great thing. What are the rules for that?
What are the rules for what?
Okay, I don't know. Acid's just drinking.
I think
Keep
Acid
drinking,
is sad
Acid.
because she guessed correctly,
Oh,
even though
yeah.
everybody else
Yeah,
did
sorry,
not.
Acid. Your teammates, the other people in chat, screwed you. So, in your heart, you can take that point, but we won't keep it officially. I'm sorry.
We won't.
That's right.
So,
Feel the burn sticker right on you.
That was fun.
was
Why
good.
am I so drunk right now? Antibiotics are supposed to do this to you, right?
I guess
Oh, it's
we'll
'cause I
find
had
out.
Mixing things, absolutely.
Will it?
Mixing a lot of things with alcohol
All right,
makes
don't-
alcohol
I
like.
shouldn't I love you shits. Acid, we love you shits.
You shits,
You
acid.
should.
You know what, I
Acid,
like it,
I don't know
Thank
you at all, but you're warming up in
Yeah.
my heart.
Mhm. Look at his heart. Look at it. Look, it's got Jesus on it. Psychedelic Jesus in raptors and T-Rexes and they've got fire coming out of their mouth.
He's-
But behind all of that is a heart warmed up by Acid Cat. Much love, Acid.
His heart grew
Much love.
3 sizes that day.
For Acid Cat. All right, guys, it's time for everyone's favorite segment, yours and mine, movies. Brian, give me an intro song for movies.
Movies, 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 movies.
Yeah. That was beautiful. Guys, this week we are doing a viewer-requested movie. A viewer-requested movie. And that viewer is watching right now,
Yeah.
Acid Cat. Make sure to go follow her channel. You've seen her in chat. Just make sure to go give her a follow. And if you're not following us, please give us a follow, because we love you long time. This week, we are talking about Fateful Findings. It came out in 2013 on IMDb. It has a 4.7 out of 10. It was directed by Neil Breen, written by Neil Breen, produced by Neil Breen, film editing by Neil Breen and Brian Mills, starring Clara Landrett, Jennifer Autry, Victoria Viveros, David Silva, and Neil Breen. And it's a drama fantasy mystery. A computer scientist / novelist reunites with his childhood friend and hacks into a government database while facing the dire and fateful consequences of his mystical actions obtained as a child.
Wow. You murdered that description.
Boom! I am a
Because-
professional.
That is nothing of. I mean, like, that's all there, but that is not the core of most of that movie.
It's so
So
good.
let's just start this off with this movie is starring Neil Breen. And he is a very interesting man. We found this film. We could have paid for it. We could have paid for the movie. We chose not to pay for the movie. Originally, I heard that these were on YouTube, but were taken down once they became such a cult classic. He decided to start selling them. But we found just this film by Neil Breen, Fateful Findings, on Pornhub. So Brian and I, one Saturday night, pulled up Pornhub on the big screen, and him
Yep.
and I, next to watching videos of fellatio, watched Neil Breen's Fateful Findings. And it is about an hour and 40 minutes of glorious
long.
garbage.
Yeah.
Devin just watched the Cliff Notes version, which is also fair. The Cliff Note videos are
It's
very
really
funny.
It's
long.
good.
Really funny.
There's
It's
no like editing was the biggest fucking sin of this whole thing, because like there's scenes that are so long, it feels like a heat dream, man.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
you're just fucking wake up in bed and you're cold sweating.
Probably one of my favorite things about Neil Breen is that if you think about it, the script for this film was actually probably best as a novel. But the only problem is he's the king of exposition. I am hacking the government right now, and I will get these secrets and give them to the people.
Working at the bank is terrible. They just like he forgot what
those
he had
are
already
lines.
said.
Yeah.
He forgot what he said several times, so like he had to remind. Like every character had to remind themselves of their point, which is like, we're not doing well in our relationship,
We are not doing well in our relationship.
and like they're just like, he's got 5 fucking computers up.
Oh, I fucking love
None of them are on.
No, you don't need to be on.
So much flipping. There's this weird scene where he like puts down a salad because he's talking to his wife and just fucking spills over, and they look at each other and they're like, "You want Cameron? Do you want to reinterpret this?"
Oh, sorry. No, I don't want to waste my booze. But there is a point where he is like, what is he, dying or something?
Which time?
Well, okay, there's a point where he's laying his head on some papers.
Yep.
Kind of like this.
Oh, the
And-
coffee spill.
And he's
Yeah.
got his drink in his hand. He's like, and he puts it down, and he's still shaking it, and you're just sitting there going,
and he does it.
spill it. And then all of a sudden he just goes, "Wah!" It's all over his computer, his sheets of paper, his face.
It's coffee.
Oh.
everywhere.
Because you know when you start passing out from an experience, you're like, well, I need some coffee. So he needs his coffee, and he pours it all over his face, and
Man.
then he's fine right after that.
It's real weird.
Wait, you don't want to talk about the real gold is really it. I feel like the core, it's good. I can't tell if it's real or fake, honestly.
I've seen interviews. I don't think he even knows.
He doesn't know.
I don't
I
think
gotta
so.
see some interviews for sure then,
He's a weird dude.
because first of all, him getting out of the hospital was all
Oh my
probably
God.
my favorite
Oh.
part.
Nothing's better than having a cast on your face and then having breathing apparatuses. Apparatuses. I've got something on the mind. over the cast. It's just so beautiful. He takes off the mask and then he takes off the nose piece and then there's a fucking cast all over his face. It's just like, what the hell? And then he takes it off. All he never needed was like a bandage on the side of his face.
He takes it off, but he has it on again when he's having sex with his girlfriend in the shower.
Yeah. And
Oh,
there's way too much blood. And that scene was rape. I don't care. She needs to report that scene.
It was
bad.
not good.
It was a bad scene.
You need to be in the hospital. I'm just taking a shower right now.
Acid, where's my pills? You're right, Acid. That was hilarious. Acid is reminded of the scene, one of the scenes at the end of the films where Neil Breen has hacked the internet and he's told the people, and all these bad politicians have come forward and they're like, we're bad. What's the line that she used? I resign as president of the bank. Then the man pulls out a gun and shoots himself in the head.
Yeah, president of the bank.
President
the
of the
bank.
bank.
You know how long that was? There was like 15 people who committed suicide back to back to back to back to back
yeah.
to
A lot
back.
of
So
people
glorious.
It's just like, and like the crowd wasn't like. I love that they kept using like stock footage. Like
Yeah.
so like of all the people like holding press conferences or whatever, it's just the same like 4 cameras and some lady just like walking back and forth. Literally, they show the same scene 5 times, and it's just the same movements in that scene. It's so beautiful.
There's a guy who's about to assassinate him after he tells all the government and business decisions.
Doesn't that turn out to be Neil Breen?
No.
Yeah. So I looked it up.
What?
Neil Breen uses psychic powers
Yes.
to reflect the bullet back into the sniper.
What?
Yeah.
No
what happens.
idea.
It's crazy.
There's no idea of knowing that because all
No.
I saw,
Oh, yeah.
I saw was there's a guy pointing in the burrows, you know, like JFK, trying to shoot him, and then he's just you hear a shot, and you're like, oh no, he got shot.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. It's the assassin who got shot, and all I'm seeing is Neil Breen just looking at him like, yeah, and then he just keeps on speaking. So there's no indication. You had to look that up. You had.
yeah.
There's
The
no
film-
indication, right?
The synopsis for the film is much better than the film.
Oh yeah.
It's so.
I'm
it's-
sure-
the synopsis is very interesting. You're like, oh, what an interesting.
You're
movie.
right,
And
you're
then
right.
You watch it and you're like, no,
Nope.
no.
I've read novels where I think you're right about this. Almost like this particular weirdness and sequence may have been good with a really good writer in a novel, but it's a movie where it takes no details and just like. No, I'm not giving any credit to this story for that reason. No, it's not a good story.
But you should watch it. And
Yeah,
you should totally
No,
watch
but
it.
there's some other movies I want to see of Neil Breen
Oh, I
that you
wanna
showed
see
me
them all. I wanna
of
see
the
them all. Oh, yeah.
where he's like a cybernetic Jesus.
Yeah, I want to see Cybernetic Jesus so bad. That one I think came
Oh,
out in
yeah.
2003.
Oh yeah.
3?
Yeah,
So it was an earlier film.
that's
for
one
him.
of his earlier ones. Yeah. Actually, no. That one it was still early 2000s.
Because
I
it
think.
wasn't this one like 2014.
This one came out in 2013, and he's had one came out in 2016.
Yep.
And I think there was a 2018 one as well.
And he's real.
And he's a real person.
Yep.
Did you guys pay attention to the credits?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, just said his name over and over again. It was beautiful.
No, but then better than that was all the companies that started with N and B.
Oh yes.
Yep.
And then he's just like,
Those
by
are-
the way,
those
those
are all
aren't
human.
real companies.
At the very
That's
end.
me.
At the very end, he's like, anything that started with an N or a B, that's just me again. Who needs to know that? In fact, why didn't you just say things by Neil Breen and just put a list of things that you did yourself? I'm convinced. I didn't look into the other actors or actresses. They were all just porn stars available in LA at the time. I'm convinced.
I
of
think
it.
there were
That's
some.
why it's on Pornhub.
Exactly.
I think they're
I
all.
gotta get my credits in.
No, I think they got a modeling agency to do most of those actors.
Dude, there's no way that chick in the shower scene wasn't a porn star. Even though she seemed very like this was the worst scene she ever had to do nude because she did not want to be next to Neil Breen.
Wait,
during
what
the
was?
scene.
Okay.
There's a shower scene
Yeah.
where they're like,
Oh yeah, I know.
and like the girl, his wife in the film, never wants to be kissed by him, but he's like, and she's just like,
Yeah, no. So there's also like, yeah, everybody's trying to tempt this dude, and he's just Jesus, you know. Like he's a
So-
good dude. Like there's this younger girl who's like, "Hi." It's a friend who commits suicide. None of this matters at
yeah.
the
The
end.
earlier films, we gotta see. We gotta start.
No, this is all the same movie, is what I'm saying. But remember the girl in the back in the pond? He's like doing his work on his computer, and she's just like, "Hey, whatever your name is,
Yeah.
I'm so hot." And then he goes to his wife, and he's like, "Why was she over? She's trying to tempt me with sex, and I'm not about that. She's
yes, you
young
are,
or
Neil.
something." and everybody's
Well,
trying to get on
So
him.
He thinks he
creepy.
is.
I love it.
So the whole movie, I'm convinced, was Neil Breen just having a fantasy, and he just lived it out through a movie.
Yeah.
I think that was the script.
No, you're right. It's like a 2-second fantasy though. Like you're just like, what if I just like had all these things and just like yeah, and then you're done with that thought.
Yeah.
He turned it into a hour and 40-minute movie.
Yep.
You know, like I'm serious. You have half thoughts, right? No one everybody thinks
No.
like full thoughts.
Yeah.
This is a half thought, and he turned it into length.
Yeah, glorious, glorious length.
And I can't believe this is one of his later films. Now that looking at the directory, where he's cybernetic Jesus and
So
another
good.
one.
Cybernetic
Wait, but the mysticism and the weird stuff, it's so underplayed
you
throughout the
forget about it
whole
com-
thing.
so fast. You forget
Yep.
about it so fast.
What the fuck was? Okay, so he's in like this black area where he's naked.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is his dream state,
Yep,
right?
we had to look that up too.
Yeah. So that
That's-
is his dream state, and that's what helps remind him of his powers, right?
Oh, who knows? He was dreamy time, probably.
Yeah. So we didn't understand the darkness either, but like, what was the connection with the book again? We thought it was a box.
There's a
originally.
book.
It was
so,
a book.
Yeah, there was a book. I think that he used to.
No, that's a fair response. Yeah. That's what. That's
There's a
Neil
stone
Breen,
which is
everybody.
never explained. I don't think.
Well, no. Yeah, the stone is explained. When he was a little kid, him and the girl went out to the woods and they were playing with a mushroom.
Mushroom,
and
and
the
then
mushroom
it
turned
yeah.
into a little bag, and inside the bag were tons of stones, but just the one stone was important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I know all of that. What the fuck does the stone do?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
He gave him psychic powers, apparently.
That was what
as long
that
as he
did?
held on to it.
Right, because he got hit by a car in the beginning.
Forgot about that. He got mowed over.
Dude, that was the best scene. I laughed real hard at that.
Yep.
He just gets nailed. It almost
Call
looked real.
911. I am here. I am a witness. There's this Russian
Just
guy.
like, I'm a witness.
I'm a witness. Am I in a movie? Dude, it was great. So good. So good. I loved that.
One more beer, honey.
Oh, God. So fantastic. Grab one of the weird ones.
Which one's that one?
I don't know. Any of the ones that aren't name brand?
It was.
Yeah, people know Shock Top.
I will say I love awkward interaction between humans.
Oh, and this movie
so this
is
whole
chock full.
movie was just a giant awkward interaction. Oh gosh, it was good.
No, Acid, keep typing quotes. They're all fun.
Yes, please.
They're all great. But we are going to switch on to a new segment. This next one had lots of viewer engagement, and I super appreciate it. I love that you guys love this segment so much. The next segment, everyone's favorite, yours and mine, bad dating profiles. Brian, hit me with a beat.
Just pay you.
Bad dating profiles, everybody. Super duper duper. So I got a couple of excellent suggestions from user Carly I Am. This first one, she's basically in charge of giving me men out there.
Oh,
Good. Yeah,
holy
that's
cow!
good.
You got somebody?
This is what I need.
She is sending me on the daily people, and this I heavily appreciate it. This first one, Jimmy, 39. He's a salesman for a pretty popular motorcycle company. He's currently 8 miles away from my current location. In the photo here, he's got a bit of a chin strap. His head's cocked. He's kind of a bigger man. He's got headphones on. And he's memed his own photo, and it says, "Say hello to the bad guy."
Oh boy, let me see him.
In the description down below, it says, "The boy next door with a dark side. Jimmy, 39. There's his photo.
Oh wow, that's such
He's-
disappointment.
He's great. I'm going to put him in the Discord so you guys can all giggle with me. This next one, Nick, 31. A lift operator at a ski resort.
Okay.
Currently 2 miles away from my current location.
Ooh.
I'm me. I don't need you. I'm not real social, but I can talk a lot. I drink on occasion, and I'm trying to quit smoking. I have a good-sized CD collection, but I've lost tons of CDs in the past. I like
What?
glasses for some reason. Haha. And Pirates rock. Dr. Pepper is best. McDonald's sucks. Lewis Black is funny. And Dane Cook may be a ripoff. But life is a string of events that can't be forgotten. So make events you want to remember. Nick.
Wow.
31.
There's
No,
so
don't
much
you
to
walk away.
unpack.
Don't you walk away from this one, you fucking asshole. Don't go right to the next one. What was the first line? What was
What's
the
that? You want to see a photo of Nick?
How about you just go through the lines and we'll comment.
There's Nick.
He's just throwing his hands up in the
he's
mountains.
Praising the mountains.
Oh, does he have legs?
Yeah, he does. They're just
Oh,
behind
okay.
him,
Okay.
on his knees. So, once again, Nick, who is
Yeah,
31.
go through it a little bit.
I'm me. I don't need you. I'm not real social, but I can talk a lot.
You can stop there. Amazing.
I agree. Amazing.
Okay, I don't really need to say anything
Okay.
about that. You're
I drink on occasion, and I'm trying to quit smoking. I have a good-sized CD collection, but I've lost tons of CDs in the past.
You gotta have the biggest dick to make this profile work. I don't know.
I like glasses for some reason. Haha. And Pirates rock.
That's amazing.
Dr. Pepper is best. McDonald's sucks. Lewis Black is funny, and Dane Cook may be a ripoff. But life is a string of events that can't be forgotten. So make events you want to remember. Nick, 31.
He's so amazing. This is one of my favorites
Yeah.
ever.
Carly, thank you so much for these
Probably. Holy cow, that is such a wow.
I mean,
Does it look like
It-
he's talking to him after
oh
that?
my gosh.
Are they talking to him after that? Did I
No.
say comments? No. Okay.
I like that Nick has CDs but doesn't have CDs.
Yeah, he lost a ton.
Yeah.
I have a lot of CDs, but most of them have been lost. Everyone. My value.
Here's another one user submitted. Name omitted.
Oh.
This one, Stacy, 26, kindergarten teacher, and currently 15 miles away from my current location. No one ever puts sleep preferences in their bio, and I feel like that's important, right? I don't sleep with a fan. I have to have a blanket covering my body, even if it's hot. So if you hog blankets, swipe left. Also, don't ask me if you can be the little spoon. I like to sleep the farthest from the door, just in case someone or something breaks in, so I don't die first. I'm such a morning person. If you aren't a morning person, you would probably hate waking up with me. Stacy, 26.
You know why she's a morning person? Because she's not going to die first. She wakes up like, I'm going to live.
Right. That's why she sleeps so far from the door. This is a fear-based person. That's everything about her, right? I mean,
Uh-huh.
all she said.
Yep. This one's probably my favorite of today.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah, from the photo alone, quite the person. Also in the Discord.
Okay, we do get to see this, right?
Jess, 25, currently 9 miles away from my current location. I got 4 kids, so if your pull-out game weak, swipe left. Update, pull-out game was so weak ASF, and I'm prego with number 5, so pull-out game doesn't matter now.
Oh, wait, no, wait, what? Wait, can you wait? So what was the edit in that? I didn't hear that part. What did she edit her last comment
It's an
and added
essential
her
edit.
addition?
I would say it is essential.
Once again, Jess, 25. I got 4 kids, so if your pull-out game weak, swipe left. Update, pull-out game was so weak as fuck, and I'm prego with number 5, so pull-out game doesn't matter now. Jess,
All right, let me see
25.
her, please. Ah.
There you
Once
go.
again, she's in the Discord.
There you go.
Go
Wait,
check
you
her out.
found that one?
No. This was this one actually came from Reddit. It was labeled as Texas Finest.
That is still fantastic.
It was in if the subreddit was Trashy.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna explode.
Good.
So if you want to look that up, subreddit Trashy, you'll find Jess25, who was currently 9 miles away from my current location.
And pregnant with the child.
So, I have a couple that are saved from me personally that I've just been holding on to for what feels like decades now. Oh, we're not done Pete? Ah, fuck, we gotta do Pete.
Pete.
Wait, why is Pete funny? All right, we're gonna do Pete.
Good.
Pete, 29. He's a dispatcher and currently 7 miles away from my current location.
Mm.
I'm here to eat ass and chew bubble gum, and I keep well stocked on gum. 'Cause of other things. Look, this profile kind of got away from me. They can't all be winners. Pete, 29.
You know what? He's got gum. That's a winner in my book.
He's got gum.
Hey, I know you smell like puke right now, but
That's great.
that's meeting at bars. I forgot this is Tinder. It's a completely different game.
Yeah. And this is the last one.
All right.
Allie, 24. 10 miles away from my current location. Down to clown as long as you aren't an actual clown. Allie, 24.
Rude.
That's it.
That's it. I like Allie. I super liked her. I hope to talk to her. She's super cute. It's not
Good.
going to happen.
Yeah, but that's confusing though. Down to clown, which is like either okay. If you're more direct and you're down to clown, you know what you say?
What?
Let's fuck. If you're down to clown, that's goofy already.
Hell Knight would like you
confusing.
to know that you give out sweet beats, Brian.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do.
I work on them.
Thank you, Thomas.
I work on them when I'm in the car by myself. I make weird noises.
so hard for them sweet, sweet beats.
Wait, what was his last one that he just gave?
Huh?
He said that a while ago?
Yeah,
probably
you said it a while ago.
Yep. Hey, you know what I didn't do?
What's
but we're
that?
gonna do anyways?
What?
It's today's topic.
Okay.
I have a topic. I tweeted it.
You did?
So we're just going to talk about it in general, since I didn't actually read the article. But the article is good. You guys should all check it out, because I totally read it and think it's good and stuff. But today's topic,
Everybody's favorite topic?
everyone's favorite, yours and mine, of course.
Oh.
Of course. The topic of the day, why paying attention to this moment creates your best future.
Oh.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. Quick question, though, everybody. Do we want to jump right into that, or do we want to play a game of marbles?
God damn it.
Why can't we do both?
If I get four
Yeah,
people,
that's true.
If I get 4 people to say they want to play marbles,
Okay, do you want to talk about meditation and play marbles? Let's just do that.
do them at the same time.
Yeah. Because what you just described is literally
Bullshit.
meditation.
Acid just said bullshit. I don't know why.
She did not
Bullshit.
appreciate what you brought up. for
Being in
topic
the
of
moment
day.
right now is
Topic of the day?
bullshit.
Yeah, so she did not appreciate the topic of the day. Is my guess.
Why doesn't she like
Marbles.
the topic of the day?
Paying attention to today's moments is what? I started to write it down and I'm slow.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll tell you maybe why.
Why
Or
paying
she can.
attention to this moment creates your best futures.
For me, that just means being conscientious towards the moment of now. And
Oh, Acid wants to know marbles. So I got 2 votes for marbles.
I want to
Okay.
know marbles. What does that
Oh
mean?
yeah, Acid didn't play marbles.
Acid didn't get a chance to play marbles.
Yeah, I'd say give it a shot.
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, we'll just do it. 2 more votes in here. Let's all karaoke ourselves around. Up, up, up.
Up. Oh, we're moving things. Can you help me?
No, I can't. Fuck you.
I'm gonna steal your money.
I'm gonna steal your money.
I don't have any.
drunk around my equipment.
Are
Hey,
we
how about
good?
now? Can you hear me now?
Hear
Can
me?
you hear me now? Where is Brian? Where is Brian? We're going to play some marbles. Play some marbles. Play some marbles. How this
we're
works
gonna
is
do the
in a
thing.
second. You're going to hit play. I don't know where to go from there. Okay. All right, God, that was embarrassing. We should all be embarrassed.
Still no sound?
What? No sound, you schmucks. Acid's drunk. I'm not going to believe her for a second. There's no way you don't hear sound right now. I'm looking at the audio. It is moving. There's definitely sound right
Just
now.
moving down. Blah, 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 blah.
Is there sound right
Wow.
now? Can you hear me? Yeah. Sound. I knew it. All right. So here in a second, you guys are going to hit !play. Okay. Well, first I need to sign in. Otherwise, you guys can't do that at all.
Hey, you got a kid by you.
I got a kid by me.
Should I pick him up?
Here, Brian, help with child.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
What are the
It's making this worse.
Oh. I think he bonked his head.
He's a sad baby. I know, bud. I'll come get you in a little bit. It's okay. We're a little dad clingy
It's
lately.
hard. Bonking your head and stuff.
Yeah. It's okay. It happens. All right. So we're going to play a round of marbles here in a second. You're going to hit !play. It might have you in now, Acid. So you might be good. Nope. Acid, go ahead and hit !play again. He doesn't want the sandwich? I got it out for him. Oh, okay. He likes the sandwich. No,
He likes it.
no means yes and no for him. So yeah, go ahead and hit !play. Looks like Tallin Ballin's in, Devin the Dev, Wolf One, Loyal Wolfie, Hell Knight, Acid. There you are. All right, guys. 3 more seconds to hit !play, and then we are starting. 3, 2, 1. Here's a 10-second countdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Natasha, you could have played.
Alrighty, here we go. Coming in first right now, looks like Loyal, Tallin Ballin. It's anyone's game. These
So-
pipes are a nightmare. So really, anyone could be winning right now. Looks like I'm in second. Hell Knight, Tallin Ballin B. Hell Knight's still staying strong.
Whoa,
in
there's
first. Devin the Dev in first.
Photos.
Look at that. Look at that. Acid, Hell Knight. Who's going to make it through the tunnel first? Nobody ever knows.
Hell Knight, go back.
There's no chance. Acid's in first. Tallin Ballin B's in Hell Knight.
Oh shit, it's out of
Looks
the
like
head.
Hell Knight, Wolf One, Devin the Dev.
That's a really
Everybody's
cool
in first
profile.
right now. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Look, oh, Devin the Dev.
Albert Camus is
Wait,
handsome
what's
as
your
ever.
picture?
Sticking out in first.
Albert Camus.
Loyal
Who is that?
in second.
He's
Where are you, Loyal? Oh, you're way back there.
considered
Devin
one
the
of
Dev,
the
far,
original
far, far
existentialist
ahead of
philosophers of our
everybody
time.
right now. Devin
Also,
the Dev
extremely
in
good
first.
writer.
Loyal.
I'll give you a
coming
book.
In second.
Cool.
I am in third. Tallin Ballin B in fourth. Acid Cat in fifth.
In
Hell
fourth?
Knight in sixth.
Oh, that's poo.
See what everyone else is doing hanging out back here. Looks like Loyal and I are very, very close, and Devin and I are even closer.
Aww.
So here we are. Ooh, looks like Devin made it through some pretty tricky traps there. Let's see. Loyal's made it through. Ooh, everybody's making it through. Looks like these are just the speed bumps, not the poppers.
Correct,
Let's
Acid.
see. Loyal is making her way through the tunnel, going
Making
through
her
and
way
through.
downtown,
Here we go.
walking
There's
fast.
The poppers. Making it through the poppers, Devin the Dev and Loyal just neck and neck. Who will come out? Nobody really knows. Twirling, twirling, twirling. Somehow I'm in first. all of a
Rolling,
sudden.
rolling,
Now Brian, now
rolling.
Oh,
Loyal.
yeah.
Loyal sticking it out there. Devin pretty close. Another twirl. Around and around we go.
Oh no, not close anymore.
Who's gonna win?
I'm gone.
Nobody
No,
knows.
I'm close. I'm close. I'm really close.
I'm
Okay.
close, I'm
Devin
not
the
close.
Dev
I'm not
coming
close,
out
but
in
I'm close.
first. Looks like Loyal just barely ahead of me. Oh, here's where it gets
Oh,
real close.
boy.
We're all in the same little hodgepodge now. Who will come
Oh,
out
I'm
ahead?
slowing the hell
Oh,
down.
yeah, you're slowing way, way down.
Oh
Looks
no,
like
never mind.
We're coming real close to the end, though. Here
Yeah.
we are. It could be anyone's match right now.
Blurp.
Devin the Dev.
Oh.
I came in third. Tallin Ballin B
Oh.
fourth.
Poop.
Let's find out where Acid is. There she is. Hell Knight still making his way down. Boom, there he goes. 6th place. Congrats to everybody who played. You're
Devin,
gonna get some points.
The Devin.
Good.
How this works now is that once I hit see final results, we're all gonna see some points. Look at those points. It
Points,
shows how
points,
many
points,
races
points.
you've been a part of. Looks like Acid is welcome. This is your very first race. Love to have you here. Everyone else has been a part of 4 races. We did some ones
Acid, I
earlier.
didn't do very well the first time either.
It's okay. See,
feel-
Acid says again she wants to do it again. And we're collecting the points. So every time you guys get points.
Cameron, I suppose we
Add
could.
them to the points in chat.
Cameron, I suppose we could talk about the topic of the day while this plays through and not narrate it.
No. Love narrating. It's my favorite part.
Yeah.
All right. Ready? We're going to do another random track. Some of these tracks are
Okay.
insane. Devin's like, hey, I have a family. I have to get back to them.
No.
The rest of us are like, what? Families?
What is that?
All right, everybody, exclamation mark play if you want to join this round of marbles.
Well, of course, so I'll do it. We did do it right next to it. It might not come as valid.
Doesn't look like you're in. Tall and Ball and B, Hell Knight, Loyal, myself, and Acid are in this race right now.
Oh, God. That was the first, but I did it wrong.
All right, guys, I'm going to win this. I rigged it.
It gives a space to it.
Don't do a spit.
I didn't try to.
All right, Devin the Dev is in. All right, guys, you have 3 seconds to join the match. 3, 2, 1. Here's a 10-second counter.
Nothing like that countdown counter.
It's my favorite.
That's how I'll do it. I'll lean in.
I really got to start playing the music with this.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, everyone's dropping in. Here we go. It's anyone's game right now. These pegboard ones, you never know what's going to happen with these. Let's see. First dropping out, Loyal, then me. It's still, once again, anybody's race at this point. Looks like Devin the Dev is here we go.
shit.
These guys right here are a beast. Oh, who stuck out?
Oh,
no.
man.
Look at that. That's
Hell Knight,
jumping
man.
out
Fucking
there.
threw
Got
themselves.
Real lucky. So lucky there. Oh, my God. So, second and third, both Wolf One and Loyal, just right there. Oh, my God. Look at Loyal. No, me. Boom, sneaking
man.
through. Loyal also sneaking through. Hell Knight also right there.
What am
Very
I even
lucky.
doing?
Meanwhile, fourth and fifth still
That's
stuck
what I'm
back
doing.
There. Devin the Dev, Acid Cat. Just
Oh,
making it
poor
through the
Acid.
first one. That one
She's
was
never
rough.
played this, and she's in last every
So
time.
It looks like right now I am hanging out way in first. Once again, another spinning.
Way in first.
Weird.
Fucking A. Oh, my God. Did you see that
Man.
shit? Holy
very
cow.
Lucky, very lucky. Here we go. Ooh, doubles.
It
This is
doesn't
dangerous.
matter. Your exposure.
Holy
Oh, my
cow.
God.
Not whoa, Hell Knight also jumping through like crazy. Tall and Ball and B getting in there. Hell Knight's jumped into first somehow. Look at that. There he goes. Boom. Oh, wow.
Oh, my
Man.
goodness.
Real.
Devastating.
Hell Knight and myself really getting up there. Here I go sneaking up. Sneaking through. Made my way through. Let's see what Devin the Dev and Brian are doing.
Making your way downtown.
Devin is
Going fucking backwards.
Yeah, okay. First place, Wolf One. Hell Knight coming in second. Tall and Ball and B.
Hell
coming out
Knight's
in
winning
fifth.
or losing right now?
Hell Knight came in second.
We were about to say, Hell Knight, the most significant thing you've done since calling Jessica. Oh, wait, you haven't done that yet.
Yeah, start calling Jessica. What's she up to these days?
What is she doing?
Right? We want to know. The people
You have a
wanna
good
know.
job,
Well, this
and
is
she
getting
probably would
personal
be
right
impressed
now.
by you.
Yeah, Jessica would really like you. You guys talk recently.
Hell Knight, I like
They
you
haven't
for
talked at all
the
yet,
person you
right?
are.
No, not at
Not
all.
who you call.
So, Devin in third. Loyal Wolfie. It looks like she's going to get fourth. There's no way around it. Boom.
Oh, boy.
Acid, where are you?
Wait a minute. Everybody's.
Acids.
Is people already won yet?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
I'm in
won.
third for now.
Yeah. Permanently in third.
Brian,
Tall
me and
Ball
does that
Acid
hurt?
got
the
this.
ring. Acid, here
We
we
got
are.
it.
Right there. Acid, you're going to win this as long as you don't get stuck. Moosh. Fifth place, Acid, and
Yep.
Tall and Ball and
If
B.
everyone can wait for me to finish
dropping
now,
so
all right.
slow into sixth. Congrats to me.
Again? Is this the second time?
No, I didn't win the last one, did I?
No, I won the last one.
Yeah, I don't remember. So anyway, yay, go me. Looks like that was my first win. Loyal's had a win. Tall and Ball and B has had a win. Congrats, everybody. Just like the Wiggies. Yep, total Riggies. I know.
Yep.
Acid. I'm so sorry for your
It's
loss.
too real.
All right. No more? We're going to do the topic of the day?
I suppose so.
All right, let's do the topic of the day.
Should we just
Okay.
keep it here?
No, this is stupid.
Do you really want
Oh.
Wait, you guys want Brian, do you want to stand up while we do this?
Yeah, I'm fine.
to? Okay. I like leaning. Leaning is my favorite position.
All right, fine. All right, guys. Well, let's do it.
I
I'm
feel
so
really
glad that we all did
comfortable.
that. Today's topic of the day: why paying attention to this moment creates your best future. Now, like I said, I didn't read this article.
You
Okay.
didn't
We won't
read
have
it.
the article to help us. Acid says one more time after the show. Acid, I'll do one more. I promise.
Addicted.
So, I kind of agree to something like this. We're gonna get serious out of nowhere because that's how it works. I've spent more time doing this now, especially since I've been more. Switch to cam. Okay, sorry. I know. Devin said keep it like this. I knew it was a bad idea, of course.
Well, I meant keep it like right here.
I know.
Exactly.
I'm just fucking with you. All right, there you go. Happy? Hi, everybody. So anyway, since I've been more sober, and less, I don't know, less drug-us, because in the CIA nobody does drugs anymore.
No, it was banned.
Yeah, so not doing any drug-us anymore. So my memories are more clear. I'm trying to make more effort, especially now that I have a tiny human in my life. I really want to try to hold on to the now. So especially the 22 hours spent waiting for this little tiny monster to be born, I was awake nonstop except for 10 minutes. There was 10 minutes where I fell asleep, and then I was woken up to help make sure that Bam didn't fall off a table.
Yeah. Wow.
Because the nurses were just like, whoa! I was very involved in the childbirth, by the way. I was basically...
That's a pretty hardcore one.
Yeah. Anyway, why are we talking about that? So, I think staying in the moment is really important, especially just the idea of that I'll actually be able to hold on to that memory of, my son being born and not taking the moment to just be like, man, this is fucking crazy. This might be the only time I ever do this. Who knows? But this is one of those moments that I really want to remember. So I'm kind of glad that I was sober.
Well, what's the name of the article again? Because I've heard a lot about this topic in kind of several different ways.
Attention to this moment creates your best future. So in my instance, being able to really be in the moment while my son was being born, I think betters me because in a way that gives me the ability to have a stronger connection and memory of the start of my own son's life, which is corny.
No, I'm not
No, it's
laughing.
good.
I'm laughing at the fact that Brian is going to be just a background character thinking about things hard for a while. No, I completely sympathize with everything you're saying. I slapped his knee, by the way, to show the intimacy here.
Knee touches.
But
Is
no,
that my mustache?
I get exactly what you're saying. The way I took it was that it's to be conscientious towards the moment in and of itself, to be conscientious toward the decisions that you make. When you're driving to work, you're not just trying to get to a destination. You're doing a process in and of itself, and you go through it. And the situation becomes toxic when you put it in context of time, I think.
Yeah.
That's the way I kind of think about it.
I don't agree with creating a best moment for the future. Living in the moment creates thinking in the moment.
I don't agree with creating a best moment
But
for
don't
the
you think that if
future.
you take the time, because I think with that was a mess. Okay, fair enough. All right, so I won't try to dissect that then. I guess I kind of get what you're saying, but I think it helps that if you actually, because there are plenty of moments throughout my own day, especially we were just talking, just driving to work. I'll zone, all of a sudden I'll just be at work. It's probably a really bad thing.
That's another way of looking
Yeah.
at it too, but also being pissed off because you're not getting to that destination. I think accepting the fact that there's no I don't know, but being in the moment versus being I need to be fucking there.
I love you too, Acid.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for me when I think of being in the moment, I think it's just I think of it as a way to take the time to enjoy what you have. For me, it's when I think of being in the moment, it's always a positive thing. Even sometimes bad things happen, and you know, it would be a good idea to be all right, what the hell's happening right now? How has this created what I've done? Instead of, hey, a bad thing's happening. Nah.
Because being in the moment is okay. There's a lot going on there, but being in the moment is being appreciative, and I think that's the definition of being appreciative is taking in what you actually have and enjoying that and being wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what Acid just said, so if we want to create our best future, we need to stop living in the moment and be looking forward to the future. But here's my problem. That takes away any forethought or thinking, because it's just that's like saying, I want to be president, so let's just look towards being a president. Well, what are you going to do now to become president?
There's a statement that's exactly like that in philosophy, and it's the ends justify the means. saying that anything that goes on now, even if it's shit
Mhm.
and whatever,
Mhm.
it justifies the end. So anything that goes on now that's terrible
Uh-huh.
is okay. So I don't agree with that at all, because honestly, it's it being in the moment, thinking about everything in like a larger scale. That should be the prime role, because like I don't know.
Well, I don't, this obviously isn't only be in the moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the way it's worded is be in the moment, but okay, it's a pick and choose. But yes, it is beneficial to be in the moment. It's good to take things in as they happen and get the most out of them.
If you're trying
Take
to
a
go
moment,
forward to
smell
the
the roses.
I feel like any kind of effort towards like future in the moment is taking away from the moment, and I think that's why that is saying that. It is more distinguishable of saying be full in the moment. Use your processing, if your mind's a computer, use your processing time for now, because it's crucial. It's the moment that you can actually control.
Yeah,
Whereas the
control what
future is a delusion. It's a delusion of.
But without
what you
looking
think
in
may
the
happen.
future, you're just doing things because you want to in the moment. You know what I mean? Like, you need to have a reason for the things you're doing, which in my mind is kind of influenced by how you view the future.
Fair. I guess that's not. I guess it'd be silly to say don't ignore your past or your future, but put your I think putting your
Yeah.
most into processing now is actually always the best answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think majority should be now instead of just sitting around wondering about the future.
No, if you don't think about your future or your past, then you should be a monk, I guess,
Mhm.
sitting somewhere where nothing changes. And
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Ask a cat, very good point. I think what you need to say is being positive helps build a better future. And yeah, that would probably
Yeah.
be, I mean, like I said, we didn't read the article. I decided to get too excited about marbles and didn't read the article or prep this segment, so we're just going based off the topic. I'm sure it has more to say. Please check it out. I'll put a link in the Discord, but it's on Twitter right now. You can check out the link there right now. I retweeted it.
well, I think negativity also has a lot to do with outcome. Like you can't
Right.
you can't look at an aspect of what's going on now and be like, this fucking sucks just based on what it is.
But you-
You're like, it sucks
Mhm.
because of what can happen to it.
Yeah.
And
you
being
can also be super negative about the current moment, and I guess like still be in the moment.
yeah, and I wouldn't say that's bad. And that's a positivity and negativity thing I can talk endlessly about. I
Mhm.
think that there's ways to look at negativity in a positive way, as there's negative ways to look at positivity. And I think there's a lot of ways to look at positivity negatively.
Mm-hmm.
Acid just did some selfless promotion. This is the plot of every one of my podcasts. Which, yes, if you're not following Acid Cat on Twitch, go drop her a follow, and then don't forget to also drop us a follow because we love you a long time.
Right.
Mm.
Absolutely. No,
Yep.
absolutely go to Acid Cat.
I didn't read this here, in my opinion. See, Acid knows what's going on, but I think Borbo actually reads some of it. He sounds like he reads.
I didn't
things.
read
Yeah.
this, therefore my opinion. Yep.
Yep, but
That's
that's,
life.
how we roll.
That's how
we
everybody
roll.
goes,
Yeah.
yo.
Perry, goddammit, get out of chat. Anyway,
Really selling that merch, Perry.
selling that merch, Perry. Killing it
Binary
tonight.
bitch.
Yeah. God damn it, Perry. Here, 1 second, real quick. I think I like to do this every once in a while. It's been a bit. I'm hoping that this number goes down after Friday, but let's just do a real quick. Oh, thank you, Perry. Wait a second. It's been this for a long time, hasn't it?
Feels like it.
Yep.
Currently at 264. It's progress.
Yeah.
Uh.
Beautiful. Thank you, Perry. Appreciate that. Bungus doesn't read shit, but he sells it. Hey, that's half the battle right there. That's
Yeah,
like
it
every
is.
politician I know. So, anyways, guys, anything else we wanted to say about that topic?
No. Not without reading the article, I
Fair
suppose.
enough. Fair enough. Maybe
Who
we'll,
wants to do that?
maybe we'll do a part 2. Probably not. Anyway, Brian, final thoughts?
Pizza.
Pizza.
That's what I want right now.
Pizza.
So that's my
The
thought.
fans wanted his thoughts, and you got it. How do you feel?
Devin, final thoughts?
Love one another.
Love one another. Allison, final thoughts?
No, she turned away.
She did. She rejected that mic big. Oscar, final thoughts?
Oscar was more about it, but doesn't have anything to say.
Fur demons have nothing to say. Guys, my final thoughts are very simple. They involve the fact that I love you all so very, very, very much. But I also love a little game called Marbles.
Oh fuck. One more
Yes,
time.
So
let us
we're
live in the moment with marbles.
I may even say goodbye while this is happening.
Devin's gonna hop out here in a second. So if you want to play a game of marbles, hit !play, and we will play our final game of marbles. Just the one game, and then we are bouncing out. I knew it, Acid, that you would love marbles. Hell Knight, so glad that you stuck with us
Yeah.
all night long. So many of you guys have stuck with us
Thank you, Hell
all
Knight.
night long, and I
Yeah.
really do appreciate
Call
that.
her.
Because of you guys, we are going to keep doing the show. But also, if you guys left me, I'd still do the show. So
Call
anyways.
her, Brian. Or what's her guy who we used to work with all the
Oh,
time?
Hell Knight, call her.
Call her.
Call her. Brian and I will win. I believe in you guys. Team Tall and Wide.
I believe.
So, Devin the Dev, Hell Knight, Tall and Ball and B, Acid Cat, Loyal, and myself are all in it. Last chance. You have 3, 2, 1. Here's a 10-second countdown. Oh, Z-Swigs right at the end. Way to sneak in,
Wow.
brother. Way to sneak in.
You did it.
Alrighty.